Hello everybody, I welcome you all to Healthy Living with Regina Tetteh, where it's all about health promotion. If you've already subscribed, thank you. If you haven't yet subscribed, kindly click the subscribe button over there to subscribe and turn on the notification button so you are updated anytime I upload a new video. We're going to have an interesting topic to talk about today, and okay, kindly stay with me. I'll be right back with this topic. You're welcome back. We are going to talk about contraception. Yes, contraception. What do we mean when we say contraception? Okay, contraception is the intentional or voluntary prevention of pregnancy using natural or artificial methods. Okay, so let's say you would want to have sex anyway. Okay, you don't want to have sex, yet you do not want to get pregnant. Okay, you don't want to conceive a child. What do? You use methods of contraception. Okay, according to the World Health Organization, 214 million women of the reproductive age group are sexually active, yet do not use any modern means of contraception, and that is dangerous. How can you be sexually active, be having sex, yet do not want to get pregnant? How is that possible? Okay, so that is the more reason why we need to talk about this topic, so that you know that as far as you are having sex, and as far as you fall within the reproductive age group, and as far as you are capable of getting pregnant, then you need to do something to prevent the pregnancy. Otherwise, obviously, sex plus you being fertile is equal to pregnancy. Okay, there are basically two types. Okay, generally, broadly, there are basically two types of contraception. We have the reversible methods of contraception, and we have the irreversible methods. Okay, so the reversible methods, we also have under it elective or regular methods of contraception, and then we have emergency methods of contraception. And then under the irreversible methods, we have the male sterilization and then the female sterilization. Okay, so then when we come back to the first one, which is the reversible methods of contraception, when we come to the elective or regular methods of contraception, this actually there are actually methods under this. Okay, we actually have the hormonal types, we have the IUDs, that's intrauterine devices, we have the barrier methods of contraception. Okay, we under the emergency contraception, we also have hormonal types, we have intrauterine devices. Okay, and then when we come to the permanent methods of contraception, that's the irreversible method, that's what I've already mentioned as the male sterilization and then the female sterilization. Okay, so in the coming days, we're going to talk about each of these methods of contraception. Yes, like the examples I've already mentioned. Hormonal methods like the oral contraceptive pills, the injectables, the implants, the barrier methods like the condoms, the diaphragms, the vaginal cuff, the vaginal rings, and all of this. We're going to talk about all this over here. We're also going to talk about the male sterilization, the female sterilization. We're also going to talk about fertility awareness based methods. Okay, we're going to talk about all the forms of contraceptions right here on this channel. So you see your healthcare provider to find out which one best suits you, and then you use it. Okay, unless of course you say you do not want to have sex, then fine. But as far as you are having sex, you need to use either of these methods to prevent pregnancy. What about these methods of contraception are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about what they are, how they work, how do you use them, how effective they are, what are the pros and cons of each of these methods. Okay, so you'll be able to make informed health decisions with your medical doctor. Okay, so you may ask yourself, what benefits at all do we get from this contraception? Obviously, from all I've been saying so far, the number one obvious benefit is you get to prevent pregnancy. Okay, and the barrier method, that is condoms, the barrier method, condoms to be specific, is also a means of preventing STDs. Okay, sexually transmitted disease, because it serves as a barrier between you, the wearer of the condom, and the other person that you're going to have the sexual intercourse with. In the human rights aspect, Contraception also enhances and advances human rights, like your right to life and liberty. You get to choose when to make babies. Yes, okay. So this is one important benefit that we get from contraception. And then there's also the freedom of opinion and expression. Okay, so by using contraception, you are trying to tell the other partner that I would like to have sex, yes, but this is not the time to get pregnant. Okay, so it helps you with how best to express yourself. You know, when the both of you are ready to make babies, you go ahead and make babies so that you don't have accidental babies, you have planned babies. Okay, so one other benefit, I mean pertaining to the human rights aspect, one other benefit, it improves your right to work and education. You don't need to stop work or you don't need to stop schooling because of pregnancy. Okay, so like I keep saying, if you want to abstain, abstain. But if you are not abstaining, don't just leave anything to chance. Okay, so you definitely have to use any of the contraceptive methods that we will be talking about in the coming weeks. Okay, so by using them, it improves your your right to work and education. Okay, and last but not least, there is health and other benefits you get from contraception. Okay, so you get to avoid pregnancy related risk factors. Pregnancy, although not a disease, comes with its own risk factors. Okay, there are so many things associated with pregnancy. That's another topic on its own. That's why we need to, people like to appreciate their mothers more, because the fact that your mother has decided to keep you and give birth to you is another blessing on its own. She could have decided to abort you, but she decided to keep you despite the risk factors that came with it. Okay, so pregnancy has its own risk factors. Okay, and we also get to avoid unsafe abortions. Once you get pregnant and you think you are not ready to father a baby or to mother a baby, the next option may be abortion. And if you do not use the right means to get the abortion, you may end up dead or with worse complications than how you were before. Okay, so contraception has its own, it has a lot of benefit. Thank you so much for watching, and do not forget to subscribe and share. I will see you next time. And before I leave, like Jim once said, remember to take care of your body, because it's the only place you have to live. Bye.